Here we're going to look at 4 examples of proportions. So proportions are essentially 2 individual fractions on either side of an equal sign, and we use the proportions in order to solve for a missing piece by using that cross product idea. Okay, so essentially what we're saying is that 3/5 is the same as something over 200. So we're making a true statement here, and we have to figure out what that something is. So the cross product says we're going to take our 3/5. So I have 3/5 on one side equals x over my 200 on the other. We're going to go from the bottom to the left side up to the numerator on the right side, and then we're going to go from the numerator on the left down to the denominator of the right. So what we're doing is we are creating that cross product. So we're going to take 5 times x, so 5x is equal to 3 times 200. So in this case, my 5x is equal to 600, so x is equal to 120. And this would be the result that we wanted. So in other words, my proportion of 3/5 is equal to 120 over 200. Now we can do the same thing if we're dealing with expressions. So again, we are still going to go bottom to the numerator and numerator to denominator, doing that cross product. So here we are going to have 8 times n plus 7 is equal to 12 times -5. So we have to distribute this 8 through the parentheses here, and we are going to multiply on this left side. So here we're going to end up with 8n plus 56 is equal to -60. We need to take this 56 and we need to move it across the equal sign. Because we're adding, to move it says we have to subtract. So here we're going to end up with my 8n is equal to -116. So we're going to divide everything by 8. So we get that n is going to be -116 divided by 8, which is going to reduce down to -29 over 2. Okay, let's look at the next one. We're still going to do the same thing, where we're going to cross multiply in order to set up and solve our proportion. So here we're going to have 286y is equal to 5.5 times 468. So my 286y is equal to 2574. So my y is going to equal the 2574 divided by 286, so y equals 9. Last, we're going to work with 2 expressions. However, the cross multiply is still the same. So we're going to have 3 times the n minus 6 is equal to -5 times n plus 4. So here we're going to distribute on both sides. So distribute the 3 of them through and distribute the -5 through. So here we're going to end up with 3n minus 18 is equal to -5n minus 20. I want to keep my variable positive to make life a little easier, so I'm going to take this -5 and move it. Because it's negative, I have to add. So we're going to end up with 8n minus 18 equals -20. I'm going to take my 18 and move it. Again, I have to add. And so here what's going to end up happening is I have 8n is equal to a -2 So n equals negative 2 over 8, which is going to reduce to negative 1 over 4. So there you have it, 4 examples of what it means to solve using the idea of proportions. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you next time.